What's going on, you guys? It's your boy, Hosey, coming at you from a very, very long time. And I'm sorry about that, man. The holidays and things going on, things like that. But hey, we're back. We're here doing things. And I'm here to bring you our first edition of Market Watch Mondays here for the One Piece card game. And it's going to be a little choppy for this first one. But hey, we here, we learning. But I wanted to highlight a couple cards that I noticed in OP14 that you should probably pick up or you should probably take a look at maybe getting. So we're going to hop into taking a look at quite a few cards. We're going to be looking at some alt arts. We're going to be looking at some normal stuff. But hey, we're going to have a good time here. But more importantly, if you guys enjoy this type of content, just let me know down in the comments below or just by liking this video, subscribing to the channel if you haven't, and ringing that notification bell so you don't miss future uploads like deck battles. Maybe we'll bring back some deck techs, doing the market watch stuff, whatever we're going to do with the One Piece card game. I want you guys to be a part of it as we continue our journey into 2026. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop into the market watch and see what cards we're looking at this week. All right. And we are back with our market watch to some cards that you want to look at, man. So what I've been kind of noticing is Carrot's been popping off lately, and it's been because of that green ink support that she's been getting in OP14. I'm going to put a couple of the cards as an example down in the description or in the video right here, just so you guys can see some of the cards that go with Carrot that have really brought her back into the meta. And I mean, like looking at her normal like market price right now, we're sitting at about $54.68 on average. So you're looking at about 50 bucks just for the alt leader itself, which is pretty run of the mill when it comes to One Piece leaders nowadays. Usually I'm seeing stuff for like 40, 50 bucks. If you want to go extreme, you're looking at about 60, 70, depending on what the leader is. But the thing I want to highlight here is just this massive graph over the course of 3 months. From October, she was only 14, 15 bucks. And ever since they announced anything in OP14 and seeing success in Japan and the speculation and the hypes, she has just shot up dramatically from the about second week of December all the way up to like the $50 range, which is the normal competitive One Piece leader cards. So that is just something that you want to take notice of and like just man, if you want to pick her up, I would highly recommend you pick her up now. She's starting to see a little bit of a downturn over the last couple weeks. Um, so just if you want to play Carrot, you want to play green mink stuff, she's the leader for you, and you probably want to pick her up now before the hype goes down. Or if you're a seller, sell her now before this market drops down because she has an increase of 276% from the last time that we saw her here. So that is absolutely nuts and insane to see. So Carrot on my list to watch. Seller, sell it now. Buyer, maybe you might want to wait or pick up just the regular leader and hopefully this tanks down as we go into OP14. The other leader I want to look at, of course, is my main man, Kaido. So first I wanted to show you just the regular like revision pack STO4 leaders. So this is just basic run of the mill, normal Kaido stuff. His market price right now is chilling at about $1. So he's the normal Kaido leader. He's been tanking down week over week. So if you wanted to pick up a Kaido leader and if you haven't picked one up yet, I highly recommend that you do because say it now, I'm gonna preach. Kaido is back in OP14, and you're gonna check this out when I play a gameplay video with him later on in the week. Make sure you ring the bell. Make sure you know it comes up. I believe it's coming out on Friday. Mark my words. I think it is Friday. So if you want to check out some Kaido gameplay, check it out on Friday. But the reason why I say Kaido is back is because in OP14 for the English version, we get some extra support for Kaido. So we get like an additional queen that ramps. So it's basically like a pseudo Onigashima. We get the 6-drop king He basically double ramps every turn, and you cannot KO him unless I have absolutely no Dawn to play with. So you can only really bottom deck him or send him back to my hand or trash him. So like Ben Beckman is an option, but playing Shanks like that nowadays. We get a 7-drop 9K Kaido that Dawn -2, you rush and you rest. I believe it's a 6 cost or less. So I'm gonna put all of them here in the video so that way you guys can look at them. But like, what? And then of course we have the event coming out. I believe it's like Emperor's Torch. Oh my god, this event. When I saw it first come out on the event, like on the spoiler list, I read it and I was like, "Oh my god, this he could kill Ace now because you can I believe it's pay 1, pay an additional 6, give a Kaido card, so that can be leader or character, plus 3K, rest a character on your opponent's side." So that nice fancy 12K blocker beard you got, irrelevant to me. Pay 7 Dawn, swing 8 with my leader, or we swing 12 with the Rush Kaido that we played the turn before, and we do some dumb things and some shenanigans. So like, there's a lot of plays that you can do with Kaido, and I just gotta say, this man is back until April when he gets rotated out. So I wanted to highlight this one, but the big ones that I wanted to show off is the gold leader one from, I believe it's ERB or EBO23, somewhere around there. Either way, like the gold premium collection leader, so like the gold text, it's literally the exact same card. The only difference is all the lettering is in gold. Is $41 and has seen a steady climb since about end of November. Took a little bit of a pivot right around Christmas time and then shot right back up. He's going to the $40 range for a basic leader card, by the way, just with some gold text. Fancy, fancy. But these two are not the leaders that I like for Kaido. If you want to be an elitist, you got to pick up the super pre-release Kaido because this thing is just aura for me. I love this leader so much. And I'm happy I picked it up because chilling at about $32 right now. He hasn't really gone up in price either way. But like, I find this one to be better looking than the gold one in my personal opinion. So you can kind of see like he's kind of tapered off, and he definitely has tapered off because like no one's really sold one. But honestly, the near mint price is just ridiculous for him. Like you're looking at like 160, 170 bucks. So I picked mine up super early in my time as a One Piece player because I loved him so much. But if like you look at the normal gold Kaido, chilling about the $40 normal range. The basic leader card's chilling at about $4, so he is inflated in comparison to his market price stuff. So that is just stuff that you want to look at and be mindful of. Carrot, same thing, like $54, usually chilling. So this guy, Mr. Aura Unkillable, Mr. Air, Land, and Sea himself, is just hyperinflated right now. So if you wanted to pick up this leader, maybe hold off on it until the market crashes for him. Or don't. I would highly recommend either probably picking up the gold one. Pick up the gold leader. He's rotating out in April anyway because he is part of the first rotation. First rotation. So just be aware. Be mindful. But if you want to be an aura farmer like me, I highly recommend picking up the super pre-release one. If you want to do that. If not, the normal leader is fine. We're only going to play him for a few months anyway. Next up, I want to look at the Sanji leader from OP12. And I got to tell you, man, like, I played against Blue Purple Sanji, and it was rough. It was rough, A, because I didn't know what I was doing into the leader. That's a fair point. But B, it's just something wild and shenaniganish for me to see a leader do dumb things like pay 1 Dawn, play a 3-cost event. If he attacks and we have equal or less Dawn than your opponent, ramp a Dawn. So like, it's cool. He does cool stuff. I want to build him and play him as a troll meme deck that I want to do. It's like for fun. Personally, me, I wouldn't take him to tournament because I have no idea what I'm doing. His market price right now is averaging at about $30 and 57 cents, so 30.50. He has kind of plateaued since the end of December, with no cards sold and stuff like that, according to TCG Player. And then of course his average cost prices and everything like that, about the same as what we want to look at. I would say in OP14 though, he does get a huge buff with the event. In my personal opinion, the event was probably the best thing. But I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, let me know in the comments below if you are a blue purple Sanji player. And I would probably say like the event was just what he really needed to kind of help him push for like being more competitively viable than just being like I'm gonna ramp and play events and draw and make this Sanji super big and swing into an opponent, like stuff like that. But now like with the event, you can kind of have more of a rotation just in case he does get removed. So just something to be mindful of. I would recommend if you wanted to pick up this one. I love the art. Even if you're just a collector, pick up the art. Such a beautiful, beautiful card, in my opinion. All of the alts from OP12 for the leaders was actually really, really good. I loved the alts for them, and I would just recommend doing that. Speaking of the Sanji that I despise more than anything, I wanted to look at the alt of that 3 cost because the normal one's chilling at about maybe $1, $2 right now. But if you wanted to get fancy with it and pick up the 3-drop alternate art Sanji, the one that gains 1,000 for every 5 events in your trash and stuff, he's chilling at about $16 in terms of market price. Show you guys here. Market price, about 16. But looking at kind of like his price pool in terms of like what's available right now on TCG Player, it is slightly inflated compared to his market price, but it's not overly terrible. You're looking at about $20 a card. I would say that is definitely pretty on point for like alternate art cards in the One Piece card game. I'm surprised he hasn't been hit by like the inflation machine that's kind of hit everything in the One Piece card game. In relation to like the Straw Hat Pirates, all that stuff. He just didn't get really hit that hard. Alternate art for $20, about normal. If you are thinking of playing Blue Purple Sanji or you're playing something that runs a lot of events, I would highly recommend picking this up now, as he is kind of plateauing / going down a little bit. So if you wanted to wait about a week or two, which we'll do a revisit video too, just to kind of see how my predictions go. I would probably recommend picking them up. If you're a seller, I'd probably recommend selling them off if you don't want to use or collect them or hold on to them, just so that we can try to get the maximum value just from kind of what I'm seeing here, because he did go on the uprise and now he's starting to do that little downtick / being plateaued again. I'd probably sell them off, to be honest. Last card that I want to look at first is the normal version of Perfume Femur. The only reason why I wanted to highlight this is because I bought my set when they were about 20 cents a pop. Like they were just bulk rare. Nobody wanted to use them. And then Dofi started using them, and then they went up a little bit, and I was like, I already got my set. It's cool. But now they're averaging about $3 a card to the market, which isn't too bad for a rare. It's a really good rare. You can use it in Boa. You can still use it in probably like Jimbei. Um, so overall, not too bad. And the overall pricing is still pretty accurate to kind of what the market price is. So Perfume Femur, if you're a Boa player, if you're a Jimbei player, highly recommend picking up your set of these now, as they are starting to decline. Sellers sell them off now. Buyers, if you want to wait a minute, you can. But I would just recommend picking them up now while you still can. I don't want you guys to see, because like look, 1 1 1 1 1. This one has 7, but they're charging over $4 a card on average with $1.31 shipping. So like something you want to kind of be mindful of. You can pick up a set, same thing, about $4 with $1.31 in shipping, but they free shipping for over $5 for all of them. So just something to kind of look at. But the alternate art from Human Card Collection Volume 4, yeah, that thing's chilling right now at about $28.43 a card in terms of the market value. So if we look at pretty on par in terms of like sales and like what people are listing them as, which is really good. I don't know how this person has 487 just chilling, waiting to be bought and to be held, to be loved and caressed like Boa is for Luke. Um, Sellers recommend selling them off now because we're just on a continued downtrend. Buyers, if you are looking to purchase them, maybe if you want to wait a little longer, you might be able to see the trend go down. We'll revisit this card as well in about 2 weeks and see what happens and see if anybody bought any. Um, but I mean, the art's okay. I wouldn't necessarily spend my money on a perfume for this, but if you're a Boa fan, definitely got to have this in your collection. And so that's kind of where we're at when it comes to our first market watch video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Did we pick some really good cards on the first one? If we did, cool. Like the video if we did. If not, tell me what cards you want to see me trying to take a look at a market speculation for and see, like, is it worth picking them up now? Is it worth picking them up later? But overall, I think this was a pretty good idea for us to do, and I'm super excited to see it. If you have not joined the new Discord that we have, go ahead and hop on into the description. There is a link to the Cult of Cozy. Go ahead and hop in there, be a part of the community, and we're going to hang out, have a good time, talk about decks and everything like that, and One Piece cards, other Bandai stuff that I'm trying to get into and try to understand and learn. But hey, One Piece will still be my primary card game for sure. Especially with OP14, I'm starting to feel that happiness again because OP13 drained it out of me. I'm still gonna be a meta slave and still play Emu because I love Emu. Emu's super fun, but I got some better ideas now. Kaido's coming back for a few months. Mihawk's still pretty fun and good because I think it's just better than Zoro and it's not as boring as Zoro. But overall, I think we had a very chill time. If you guys did like this video, again, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, maybe even kind of help out and share it out to your friends. Let them know that this video exists. But hey, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget the gameplay videos are coming this week. We are aiming for about 3 uploads a week. If not, it's guaranteed 2 a week. I will catch you guys in the next one. Hey, peace and love, y'all. Take care.